Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Caroline Fora. Her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Yrsa Sandin. Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout of the evening, brought to you in association with K&A Hair and Beauty. To be fought over three-minute rounds and amateur mixed martial arts rules in the 75-kilogram category. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Team Sorrel, please welcome Caroline Fora. Her opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing All Stars. Please welcome Yrsa Sandin. Your referee in charge of the action, Dean Mulvahedi.
Amateur MMA action here. From the blue corner, we have Caroline Fora, and she's fighting Yrsa Sandin. The red corner. And already they're trading blows here, Colin.
Not messing about at all. Caroline got some good shots in there, and a bit of a knee as well on the way in. Yrsa's really pinning her up against the wall, looking for a takedown, it looks like. Caroline looking for some space. Yeah, circling out is a good move. And then taking the center of the cage again.
Some heavy punches being traded. A beautiful body kick there from Fora. And you can really hear the corner very vocal. Getting behind Fora. They're really giving us some instruction here on what to do next. It looks like she's looking for that big overhand right.
Yeah, big bombs going in there. Yrsa needs to cover up a little bit. Some of these are getting through. She's doing the right thing though in pinning against the cage, you know, taking away the big strikes. Maybe looking for a double leg from this position. She needs to be careful of her neck though. There is a chance of a guillotine here.
Sandin very heavy, looking for the double. She's got to pull those legs away from that cage. Look at that base here being displayed. Fora's doing a great job of staying on her feet.
Yeah, Dean, spot on. She's got to rip the legs away. You know, really pull through like that, just like that. Very nicely done.
And now we're seeing Sandin working on the top position here. It looks like she's got the full mount here. And Fora just ever so slightly up against the cage, but she's full mounted here, Colin.
Yeah, full mount. It's not a great place to be. With your head against the fence like that, you can barely move. With the shots raining down as well, she needs to really move as much as she can.
Fora now trapped up against the cage, trying to buck out of this position, but Sandin, the grappler, very heavy with her hips. Is able to almost, like it was riding a horse when somebody bucks, and she just maintains this top position here. And Fora just ever so slightly moving, looked like she was going to give up her back, but decided against it.
Yeah. I mean, the hips are important in this position because you keep bucking your hips and the person on top can't get a clean shot. So it's really important to keep bumping.
Sandin now relentless with his top pressure, relentless with the right hand, sneaking through, going up towards the forehead, moving the arm down, looking for the chin there. Beautiful buck. But again, Sandin puts the pressure down with the hips.
I mean, she's aware that she doesn't want to buck too much and give the back, which is great, but she's taken a lot of shots here. The ref's looking on.
A big round here from Sandin. There's the 10-second clapper. She might be able to finish here. It's closing the end of the round, but what a stamp to put on the first round, to be like, hey, look, I can take you down and I can dominate you from the mount. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happens. Got that takedown, that double leg, rip the legs away, and then the total domination from there on.
And you can see the corner cam there. The coaches are Fora, and I imagine they were explaining a mount escape there, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a mount escape would have helped a lot. But it is tough. I mean, when you're up against the cage there, and you've got somebody that's on top of you that knows what they're doing, it's not just going to fall off the moment you buck. It is a very tough position.
Round two, Caroline Fora and Yrsa Sandin. We're seeing Fora now land some of those strikes, but she's got to separate in this position here. Sandin no doubt wants to initiate a clinch and then work for the takedown.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could see a repeat of the last round here.
Fora now listening to her coach, you can see he's saying push the head, right?
Yeah, put the head down, take away the power of the takedown. You know, good split leg position is always good. It makes it a fair bit harder to get taken down.
Fora now frantically working out of this position, but it's Sandin that gets the takedown. Ends up on top, looking immediately to pass before cinching up that half guard. Now, this is a much better position to be in than somebody with a full mount.
Yeah, there's a bit more control. You know, you can work a little bit more. As we said earlier, you can kind of get the underhook and try and sort of base yourself up, maybe get your guard back, and then maybe stand up from there if she wants to do that.
Sandin working the body, softening the body, then going straight to the head. Looking to land with both arms. Did a great job of staying on top here.
And this is what we were saying about Sandin, she enjoys the half guard position. I mean, she didn't specify whether it was the bottom or the top. I assume she meant the bottom, but she's happy here just to sit in position. She's not even trying to pass guard, she's just striking away. And you know, this is winning the round.
Sandin now putting the punches in, doing enough to stay on top here. And Fora now has got to do something decisive. She's got to work these positions, work the hips, maybe use the cage to stand up. She can circle around towards the cage, but I fear now if she holds on too much, she's just going to eat all these punches.
Yeah, now we've got a full mount. You know, this isn't good at all. Caroline's got to be really careful not to give her back, not to take too many shots. Keep bucking those hips. You know, don't let the person on top of you feel comfortable.
Sandin now using that cage as a weapon. She's pinned up Fora's head up against that cage, and that just limits some of the movement away. But Fora could scoot the hips back and work a cage walk and stand to her feet. But it just seems to me that Sandin is just so heavy, so familiar with this position. She can just control so much better.
Yeah, I mean, if Fora's legs were closer to the cage, like you say, you know, she could use her feet and get much bigger bridge. She's almost turning her back now, though. She's got to be really careful of that. I mean, it's a frustrating position because she's getting these punches rained down on her, but she's got to be careful not to give the full back position.
She's so comfortable. She heard the 10-second clapper and she thought that it was the end of the round, and she almost kind of got off, but she was able to maintain that position. That just shows how dominant this woman is when she gets the full mount.
Yeah, very good control so far.
And you could argue now that's 2 apiece for Sandin. Fora's got to do something decisive. She's got to look for the finish now to win this fight.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the way that she came out in the beginning of the second round, it was like, you know, she really just wanted to land that big bomb and put an end to the match. I think she's going to come out the same way. I would say, I mean, if I was her corner, I'd maybe suggest a little bit more circling around. She got caught twice going straight backwards and having her back against the cage, and that's, you know, kind of how she was taken down. So instead of defending the position before you get there, maybe circle a little bit more and pick your shots. One thing I will say is Sandin's been smiling from the beginning of this match to the end, and she's still smiling now. She's having a great time in there.
I mean, speaking to her before the fight, she said she loves to train and she's a bit of a thrill seeker. I mean, she's having fun in here tonight.
Definitely.
There's a separation there from Fora. She's got to work to circle off this cage now, create this space, dive for those underhooks, not accept this position and get taken down.
Yeah, I mean, really, Fora should forget the striking. There's no real good strikes there. She should be defending that takedown with everything she's got. She doesn't want to go back to where she was. Nice split leg position, you know, pushing the head down, trying to circle the hips out would be a great thing to do.
Peppering in the punches is Fora. Sandin looking for the takedown, driving very heavy with that shoulder. Looking to clasp the back of the knees there. And there's the separation that Fora needs. She's a circle. There we go, beautiful work now. Working the leg kicks, but is that a smart play with somebody who wants to grab a hold of that leg and take you down?
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, she's doing better sort of working on the outside, but as you say, I mean, if you really have to throw the kicks against somebody with this type of wrestling, you better do it very, very low. You know, very, very fast, very, very low, so they can't be caught.
And this could be the beginning of the end here for Fora, throwing that kick, getting it caught, and it allowed Sandin to drive back now, back in this position, looking for the double leg. And I feel like Fora needs to stuff that head and regain some underhooks here and pull Sandin back up. She's going to give up her back in this position here.
Yeah, Sandin almost had the back there for a moment.
And you can see her from her face there. Fora's having some real trouble defending this position. And there's a separation. That's an interesting call. Big punches here from Fora. Look at this. She's looking for this now. I'd like to see her work the uppercut.
Oh, nice.
And Fora's going for broke here, looking for the win. She's got to keep those hips back and keep those punches heavy.
I mean, this is really what she's got to do. I mean, she is down on points. She's got to find something in these punches.
And you can see Sandin looking to the corner there, and she's breathing quite heavily. Has these grappling exchanges taken that out of her cardio?
Yeah, possibly so. I mean, it's a very grueling thing, wrestling. It's one of the most physically demanding things you can do.
And Sandin stung Fora there with a punch of her own, looking to duck the head down. Be very careful about coming in with the head down. That's what I was saying about the uppercut. If Fora can work that uppercut and then circle off, she could have some success there.
Yeah, she seemed to just be walking straight backwards, and so we have this position happen again.
Sandin now trying to secure the takedown. She's heard the clapper. She wants to make sure she's maintained the scoring in this round. Another interesting fight from these two athletes here. And it was beautiful to watch the grappler initiate what they wanted to do and drag down to the fight here. But I mean, credit to Fora, she had the heart to carry on going.
Oh, definitely, 100%. I mean, two very, very tough fighters. It was really like a striker versus grappler type matchup, classical matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. With a unanimous decision, your winner in the red corner, Yrsa Sandin. And your appreciation for our opponent this evening, give it up for Fora.